Hello, this is Erika, as always, and behind me there's the surprise last stream um, super speed clip that I did last time, so you can see what was done. It was just an live stream without cam, and but I was on the microphone answering questions and just talking and chatting. Maybe I'll do more streams after this kind, I don't know. And you can see the progress here of what was done. This is mostly renaming. I did a new nose, tiny nose. Then, what was that? I probably added some more hair, changed the hair color, trying to get accessories. Made a witch hat, yep, and try to figure out the body of this dude a little. So what I'll be doing this time is another art stream, but please remember that you're free to interrupt me whenever, and I'll turn on spine and show you stuff if you ask for that. So please do ask questions whenever, and I'll start drawing right now. There we go. So here we are, and I resume doing things. I was thinking of trying to get the body down and cut it into pieces and then do the various outfits. As said, yeah, I'll try to do something organized here on the side, where I'll write down what outfits I definitely want for not nice, for RPG assets pack. So we'll have the mage, archer, and warrior skins. Oh, warrior one. Okay. Then as extras, we also had a mad scientist, which is already. We also had the witch, which is the mage basically, but that's all add here. I guess we can add a couple more skins, like something from the RPG that isn't a protagonist, so some kind of enemy for sure. I was thinking of doing a skull as well. A skeleton. And some kind of very evil entity. Maybe a ghost, I don't know. I just feel like Halloween is already coming. So maybe that's it. And I wanted to also do this direction, the up direction, then the side direction, which is going to be also flipped like this. So it's going to be a lot of assets for sure. And we're going to fit all of this within the same skeleton. And as said, this project is going to be structured so that more outfits, more assets will be able to be added. I also wanted to add some more hair customization, hair features. Customization. So that's the plan. Okay, you can't read it. So, all right. Hi. And I'll also add, you can ask questions during the stream. Okay. Oh my god, that's a horrible balloon. There we go, better one. Okay, so this is the plan, and I'll save. I'll start sketching a little bit of the basic parts of the body so that it will be later animatable and fine. Hi Kay! Hello! How have you been doing? Let's refresh because weirdly it says that I have just one spectator, which, nah, I don't know. Maybe I do. So here I have my body. I'll move this to the side, get this closer. Oh, you can see it. So here it is. And I'll start doing these. Oh, this is slightly in the way though. I'll just lock the layer so that it doesn't disturb me too much. I already started separating some parts. So I still like this basic body. The only issue that I have is getting this super symmetrical, which is always hard. I'm making assets too, but for backgrounds. Anyway, I just realized that trying to attempt to stream is so hard. I wasn't successful yesterday. Oh, but if you have time later, I could try to help you getting this started. Especially if you're going to stream about spine at some point. It would be amazing to see you stream about spine. So, that's a leg. Where's the rest of the body? Okay, that's a foot. Oh, that's a body. I'll lower the opacity of these. I remember having made a polygon to try and get this super straight, super perfect. Also I have a sketch. Yeah, that was the sketch. But this part is good enough. So maybe I'll smooth out the waist here by changing the polygon, and also I want to get this rounder like I did in this sketch. So I'm not confident enough to do the sketch by hand, so I want to do it with a pen or something to make sure to make it right. Dark Stain Angel, able to catch a stream. Hi! Are you a spine user by any chance? I'm excited to see how you put those characters all together. Are you really? Like, I think it's coming out, starting to come out nicely. I have that feeling that this is something that someone could use in a game. So, actually, I'm bothered by the mouth here. I want to make a smaller mouth because I've been staring at this, and stepping out of a drawing for a while helps noticing the flaws in one's drawing. I have to move this. I have to move this to the other side. No, it's so full. I'll try to do it like that. Because I need one hand here to press Control and Alt, etc. So I need my... No, okay. Oh, yes. Now I can do it. So I'll deactivate this. Or maybe I won't deactivate it, but lower the opacity. Like that, and have a smaller mouth, because I noticed that after all, even though I make such large mouths, usually the style of RPGs is to have a much smaller mouth, or just slightly faintly suggested by 2 lines, so I should do it better. Also, I saw you guys come in Zilka TV streams last Thursday, and he's using Spine. Yeah, I remember him. If he's going to stream today as well, I'm going to feature him after this stream again. Would love to. Thanks for coming from that stream then. Appreciate it. So I'll make a smaller size. He's streaming right now? Oh, too bad. at the same time as I have. Maybe I'll finish earlier. Gives slightly more space to it. Why not? So I don't like this. I'm catching you guys in Multi-Twitch TV though. Oh, that's an interesting link. Have to bookmark it. Oh, where is it? Here. Understood. So the best way to make something symmetrical is just to select this and then flip it. Wait, no, why? I was in the wrong layer. Okay. So like this, copy. Oh, I understood. Okay. Copy. Layer is not empty, so is it kidding me? Deselect. Let's try again. Copy, paste, and now it worked. Transform, flip horizontally, and then I'll have to move it out. Probably the easier way to do it is to get it very, very close, and then get this one very, very close, and then start to separate them. Oh, that's a sweet smile. I'll read the messages. He said today is going to be a long stream probably. Oh, that's great. 1, 2, 3. I'll do the same here. 1, 2, 3. Probably fine at this point. Well, do let me know if something interesting happens on his stream. Please. Cool. Now I want the color of the mouth here, yeah. Here, yeah, see, that's a beard. And I'll create a clipping mask so that even if I use white, for example, it would have the shadow color that I need. So like this, for example. It's not symmetrical. Try my best. I'll just lower the opacity a little bit. And no, maybe more. I've just started adding too many shadows. I'm going to lose this effect. So also hide guides. I guess this is fine for one mouth. I feel like it's in style, I like it. So I'll leave it like that. And that's another mouth that I have. Also have to rename this to, for now I rename it as mouth B, but then we'll see, so I'll save. Where my boys at? Good question. I see no Fabiano. Then, so I have an alternate mouth, and that makes me feel way better. So deactivate that point. What's the start with me? And save. Then I can resume doing the body. Do I like that nose though? I want to stir this nose in. Like this one. That's so small. Or the big one. It's more like a boyish nose. I'll leave that. But I feel like this is not, it's not symmetrical. As always. Struggle with making things in a symmetrical way. Slightly better. Okay. Feels better now. Saving again. What tablet are you using to draw with? I'm using a Pt.3 HD with the screen. It's the smallest Cintiq that you can have by Wacom, and it's useful because the bigger one wouldn't fit a backpack, so I couldn't move it around. And also I have, you know, I'm a tiny person. I have small hands, I have small, everything is small, so this is like Erica sized, you know. It's perfect for me. I know some people use huge ones because they feel there's more space, but you know, I have added two screens here to fit everything else, and that's perfectly fine for me. So I really like this area. Also, I'm just like concentrated at drawing in this part of the screen, and that's all. I've never actually did a drawing that went from here to here. I'd always zoom out so that I'd still drawing this part. So I wouldn't have any use for a bigger tablet. Also need a small site Wacom. Wacom understands. Yeah, I know, okay, right? So, talking about bodies. I wanted to smooth out the polygon I said here that I had. I'll make a copy just because I'm worried of messing up this one. I'll probably delete the copy afterwards. So that's my safe copy, and that's the other one I'm going to work on. I'm going to select the various points. No. Oh, I know why. Okay, now I can select them. I was hiding them. I had to press Ctrl H to make them visible again. Nice, I had a Wacom Bamboo a while back, but now I went with the iPad Pro 12.7, but I have yet to really use it. It's been too busy with work. I heard some nice feedback on using the iPad. It appears as it has some good sensitivity and the likes of it. Never tried. No, I actually tried on a normal tablet to draw, and it's nice. It feels like technology has made incredible progress. So maybe these kind of tablets aren't that much useful anymore. But this has a nice stand. I like it. Like, this is designed to draw. So I don't know. The only problem with the iPad is how you place it, like how you hold it maybe. But if you're used to hold paper and draw on it maybe on your lap, then it's the same, and it's, I don't know, I should have to try it. Oh yeah, I was doing this. So I'll try to change the points first of these two by going here, selecting the convert point tools tool. Yeah, it looks like it didn't change much, so let's see if it created handles for me. No, it didn't. So yeah. Let's try again. Now, first try, because I already forgot what I used it on. So I'm here, I use this and this, so I should have changed them to have handles in theory, but in practice I don't see any handles. Oh, that's so annoying. I'll have to use the pen tool after all, and I'll try to get one shape right and then flip the other. I'll say I had a Surface Pro 3 for my last job, and the difference with Wacom pen, Surface pen and Apple Pencil, I'll say the most comfortable one would be the pencil. Oh, is it? It just feels natural, but it's a hefty price tag for a tablet though. Yeah, that's the biggest drawback. And there's the fact that it's like an independent computer that you can take around, so that's nice. I was searching for the pen tool. So I'll get 1 point here, maybe 1 point here, and remove this one, and then adjust. Actually, I'll place one in the middle here. Remove this, yeah. Everything got in a mess. Now I can try to get this similar to the drawing. Or maybe I can convert this point. No. Damn it. So I'll do this and remove this point. That was a bad idea, so I'll go back and go back again. How about doing this? No, it just decides that the handles have to explode. Something is not right with Photoshop. Oh, yeah, better handles. So this one should have been rounder, like this. See it without other stuff covering it. Maybe could work. I'll just smooth out this part here and then try it out. So I get 1 point here, 1 point here, remove this, and then drag the handles away. Yeah, but I don't like this. Better. Guess this is straight. It should be straight in theory. So if the handle is here, I can get this slightly more down. I guess this is fine. So I'm not giving the characters a neck. Necks are overrated anyway. Like if you were in Italy, you would know about a guy called Maurizio Costanzo who doesn't have a neck and lives his life without it just fine. So what I'll do now, since I got one side decent, I remove these points, yeah, without adding them. No more adding points. Okay. And then I'll create a copy, flip it, and get it in place. So duplicate layer. Didn't it ask me? Okay. Transform. Flip horizontally. Also, was there? Oh yeah. I'm just having 2D thoughts about buying a second thoughts. About buying a Cintiq. I'm quite scared of catching a migraine when I'm near the screen. Something about the light feedback. Oh. There's not that much light. I never had any problems with it. I don't know if that can help you. It's just my experience. If we lived close by, I would say I would let you try this. Unfortunately, we can't. Okay, I'll do this. So I'll select this and this. Then I'll go here. Yeah, I'll first merge the shapes so that I have only one shape. Then I'll go to merge shape components so that now I only have one shape. Then I'll go to transform here and I'll make super sure that this is in the middle like this, right? I'll probably move it up or down or something. Let's check. It's probably unnoticeable. Let's see. Okay, it's fine. So I'll make my copy invisible, save, and I guess I have my basic body. So, I could make a naked version of our doll. I'll have to make, yeah, why not? Let's do the naked version. I give it something to cover, like there is, I don't know, maybe a swimsuit since we're still in summer. Let's see. So I'll have to create a group for the body, since I already have the body, which is amazing. And I have to take the color of the skin that we set here. Oh, that's the hair. That's not the skin. I have to find the skin. What is this? Ah, that's okay. That's my sketches. Hair back, head base here. Oh, that's it. I want to take it from somewhere else. Something like the, not the hair, the ear. Okay. So these three will be perfect. I'll make a copy of them. Where's the duplicate? Like, there it is. And so, okay. Then I'll move it down. And create a clipping mask. Amazing. Now, did I do it on the right polygon? Yes. So I'll have to transform this, yeah, to cover the body. Ooh, it's starting to get not suitable for work. Look at all the skin show. Now I'll delete this. I'll delete this. And then I'll create some new shadows for it. That's weird. Oh, that's a shadow. Why am I not seeing any shadow on this? Don't know. Transform. Ah, that's why. That's great. Transform. Okay. So I have the three possible shades for this in place. I'll save. And now I'll start making them invisible. I'm pressing Alt when creating the masks so that they are invisible at first. I created a useless mask. So I'll delete this one so that I have the basic color. Then I'll get flat coloring on this. Flat, like something easy, just like I know that I want darker shadow on here. So it's like this. I need some massive smoothing. Slightly better. Also want something without pressure. Oh yeah. Or not. I'll leave these shadows out for now. But can definitely get this sort of shadows around it. Let's say this is a male or not. And then I'll need gradient tool. No, that was a bad idea. I'll hide here so that I can see better what I'm doing. And oops. Okay, I'm giving this a bit of light on the edge here. But I probably won't need it here since we will have the hands after all. No light then. I'll just go back. Usually I'd give the light though. the pressure, that's bad. Okay, I'll lower the opacity as well. So that it looks slightly uniform, but also not that much. Also, I want to make these shadows slightly less strong. Ah yes, I have a point here. So I'll go on the face and I'll fill up this tiny line here. So I have to use more hardness. Ah, interesting. Ah, I know why. Transform. Transform. That's great. And save. Now have my basic doll. I can add arms. Could also add a swimsuit. Also need to have full opacity though. And I want to be able to see where I'm doing things. Okay, so I can at least pretend that I'm trying to have things at the same height. Now, of course, did it too low. Now I can do it like this, like this. Still not symmetrical. Transform. Better. Then here. I can do it like this. And of course, I need to create a clipping mask. I'll refine a little bit. These. I can touch through in a symmetrical way. Erika, are we considered chibi in real life? That's a good question. You know, girls below 1.58 meters. Yeah, I guess I am a chibi. Everybody constantly makes jokes, makes fun of me being 1 meter and 50. So, a tiny person. But if you think about it, in the past, we were the normal people. And everybody had our hate. We weren't the strange ones in that world. We are now, but we are chibis, yes. Which means I get to be cute and you get to be cute as well. Or fun-sized. I don't know why they call small things fun-sized. Sometimes I get student discounts on buses. Ah yeah? Me too. If I don't specify it, everybody assumes I'm just 16 or 15 instead of, let's add 10 years more to my actual age, to reach my actual age. It's just funny enough. You do? Well, when I was a child, I would get super angry about that. But, and people would constantly repeat, oh, you know, it's going to be such an advantage later in life. I wish I was like you. And I'm like, I wish I was like you. I wish I was normal. Not this small. I guess people just like to make fun of other people. But after all, now I'm just used to the jokes. They never stopped. Just have to find someone who doesn't care. Right. So that would be a female body, and this is a male body. I like this. And I'm going to give this dude hints. I usually shop my clothes at the kids section. Oh, I don't like this, but I go to shops that have smaller sizes of dresses. Like, for example, most of my dresses are those dresses that are supposed to be super mini dresses on normal people, but for me are just like normal sized. Which is fun. But I have to buy my shoes in the kids section because otherwise I wouldn't, like Cinderella, the other shoes would just fall off. Too small of a foot. Cinderella must have been a tiny person. How else would you have had such tiny feet if she wasn't very small? And she had the smallest foot, the smallest foot in the whole reign. So that's cool. Wow. I have to shake this first. Yeah, she must have been small. Okay. That mug. Ah, you know what that is from? I'll let you see it again. I actually just got it, so you probably can still find it in stores. At Disney. I don't know if there's Disney stores by you. It's the poison apple from Snow White. I like it because it's like a princess accessory, but also not very princess-like. It's more like an evil accessory. So I'll have to get this in the right size. Or I'll just make a dot. Oh, here it is. Like this, and then resize it. So transform. But in Disneyland, height requirements for princesses are high. I know you can only play as Tinkerbell or as Alice if you want to be a face character or things like that, which kind of sucks. And if you think about the fact that they are supposed to be like 16, it's even more weird. 16, 15, 13. Okay, this looks okay-ish to me. So I'll create the rest of these by going. That's something easier to do with a mouse rather than a tablet. And duplicate layer. Oh, by the way, Kate, did you know that I did a surprise stream on Tuesday, I believe? I showed in the beginning of the stream how far I went with this. Oh, you did. Small people get to dress as chipmunk dancers. Oh, I had no idea. That's cool. Create a group. But it was way too past my bedtime. Oh, I see. Sorry. Yeah, I guess this is a better hour for you. Isn't it super late though? I wish I had known much earlier. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep doing unscheduled streams randomly. Like this is the stream we have for sure where I show my face and stuff. In the other stream, I'm not. I'm going to be a wild card. Oh, better fix that. Okay, so what I'm doing is I wanted to make sure that this part was smooth. But I don't really need this to be more than this. So I'm not going to keep this round thing. I'm just going to take it like that. So that it looks nice in here anyway. So I'll save. And I'll get this part done as well. I'm happy it's coming together. I also wanted to create a new group and copy the body colors so that I could, what is this? Ooh, sketches. Lots of sketches. That's the hand. Where's the body? This is the body, okay. So I'll copy them all so that I don't ruin the clipping masks, duplicate the layers, and then I'll move them to where I need them. Here. Create a clipping mask, and I'll delete the two useless ones. Okay, I'll also have to transform this tree so that they can cover this part. Then I'll remove these and these and make new ones. And save again. Then to make things easier, I should probably do this. And then just that maybe, no, or yes, no hardness. And save. When the stream ends, it's usually 12 midnight here. When stream starts, it's 8 p.m. here. So I thought it was much later. Okay. So it's not that bad. Oh. I'll make it smaller. Ooh. I can't. I know why. So I'll have to do it like this, as I suspected. Okay. Such a long forearm. Maybe too long. Yeah, it's slightly too long. Or maybe not. Maybe this part should be longer. I'll try to do this. So this needs to be able to rotate and possibly fake. It would be best to have it perfectly round, but let me check. So I'll do these. Yeah, that's the wrong pivot. Transform again. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, it's actually a good size. Okay, so I'll keep this. This also fakes a little bit the elbow, so it's not perfectly round. I remember something from your assets. The Mandoroid dolls. What? I don't know them, I guess. Group. and I'll copy these again. So duplicate layers, okay, remove them here and create clipper mask. Perfect. And with this, I also don't have to draw this part. I already found it ready. Oops. Here, okay, have a look. Open URL, D proportions, oh. Where is it? Oh, it's true, they're so similar. I like them. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, this one, so cute. I like the hair. I want to do this kind of hair too. Oh, and this one is cute as well. These, that's cool. Oh, and they have such soft cheeks. I should get to do some similar nose. Oh, there's also the witch. Is this a Pokemon trainer? Is this from My Little Witch Academia? Oh, that's from Boku no Hero Academia. My Hero Academia. And that was Little Witch Academia. And this is from Overwatch, maybe? I don't know the others. I've already seen this. It's probably from Avatar. Oh my god, they have so many. So cute. Oh, that's slightly different. They have rounder eyes as well. I like them. Rounder, yeah. I could change the eyes to make them rounder as well. But they have definitely some similarities. So they have more chin here. I made it rounder. I like them. Oh, pretty cool. Ash. Okay, stop it. Cool, thanks. Man, there's so many things I don't know. Okay, I have the hand layer. I'll delete this. Yeah, they're so cute. And save again. Now I don't like the eyes anymore. I want to have them more similar to that drawing. Absurd. Yeah, I had to fix the eyes because they were too close. Yeah. I didn't do it in the end. Where was it? Eyes, eyebrow. Yeah, that's one. And then we have the eye tired, eye X, eye close worried, eye surprised, chibi, eye copy, eye. Yeah, we have lots of them. That's great. We'll just move them slightly to the side. They were originally more like this, so I pretend to transform them. So it's from the middle, 2 to the side, 3 to the side. Then I'll duplicate all of these layers, maybe group them. Oh yeah, I first have to say yes, then group them, then transform, then flip horizontally, and then this is the middle, 1, 2, 3, and it should be the same. So then I can get rid of this copy of the eye and hide, and I already like it better. Save. Yeah. After all, I like the eyes. I don't know. was about to do the hand. They're kind of expensive, are they? I have no idea. It's the first time I see them. I love them. And they seem to cover everything. Oh, slot mouth, yeah. So here's these. I was about to do the hand. So I'll have to place the hand above this. Okay. And I'll have to adjust this circle here. No, it's probably not needing that much adjustment. Maybe like this. So it's the same size. Okay. So I have that to remind me how the hand should be. Then, ooh, I'll have to make some hands. So I'm drawing just one, but I'll have to add more. They need to be able to do things. I don't like this sketch. I also have comic characters, Marvel and DC. Oh, for now, I guess they have anime and Disney. I was waiting for them to release celebrities. Even celebrities in this style. Oh, cool. Kind of cool, yeah. Well, what celebrity would you like to have in this version of the doll? I was thinking about one doll that I saw. It was a Beauty and the Beast doll where she had this enormous, gigantic forehead. I'll have to see it, let you see later. Okay, I'm duplicating the layers, moving them in here, creating clipping mask. Then I'll resize them because they're too big, or like this. Maybe slightly bigger. Okay. Why am I not seeing the skin? Very weird. Now I know why. Now I'll make a clipping mask. Okay, so I'll hide this layer, and now I can add some color to this. There we go. And this. Ah! Cancel. No, that's not going to work. So like this. So, have you been using Spine lately? As said, you can at any time ask me questions about that. Even though this is an art stream, I can open it at any time to explain things. Yeah? I said background things, didn't you? I'm feeling a weird smell. I'm working on a duck setup. What could the smell be? I hope nothing is on fire. Let me control, because then it's not a normal smell that one should feel, and it's getting me super worried. I'll be right back. So, I think that my lamp was about to break or something because it smells awfully like plastic. I had to open the window, so you're going to feel more noise. Also see the light change because of that. I turned it off and well, it smells terribly like plastic, so I hope it's that and not something else, and that nothing will catch fire, because it would be bad. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like animations. I'm going to place here that animation in here, so you can keep seeing it. Here we have a good boy. Dark stained angel. I guess it did. There's like this part is very hot. That's one part of the lamp. I have to buy proper lamps. Still have to move in the house correctly. So weird. Hope nothing really will catch fire. No, I just read your comment, Dark Stained Angel. I guess you were referring to the doggy, so I just placed a doggy in the corner so you can have a look at it. I also had not just a doggy, but also the, where is it? Some flowers somewhere. There used to be one. It's this? No. Ooh, what have I done? Now you're seeing my secret. Okay. That was one. And here we had the other one. So instead of the doggy, we can also have the sunflower. No, not again. I'm having trouble seeing. Okay, so what's this one? And now noises, but really there's such a bad smell. I have to keep the window open a little bit. I wish I could do that in my stream one day. And yeah, it was made with spine. Both of them were made in spine. You know what? I'll move this sunflower more like here. It's so cheerful. I like it. Alright, so back to it. Sorry for the interruption. Well, if suddenly the stream stops, you'll know that my house has caught fire, which hopefully won't happen. I'll be closing the window as soon as the smell goes away. So much noise! No, I have to close the window now. People are just too noisy on the street. And now I'm dark. I'm the Dark Lord. What is this? Is it transparent? Weird. So it's not this, it's not this. It's because of the holes I left in the drawing, I bet. I'll have to fill them first. No more holes, yeah. Hey, hi Trini! And I'm saving. Did you use a green screen behind you? Yes. So you don't have to see. Oh, what's this? Did I do something again? Something moved? Yeah, it looks like there's something behind me that shouldn't be there. Or is it the microphone? What is that? It's part of the drawing. I'm stupid. Sorry. I'm starting to get tired. I guess we're like I have no words. I was like, what? Sometimes you can see parts of the green screen because it has a black border, but oh well. Yeah, I don't have, like, my house is not the Photoshop window, like the Photoshop window, unfortunately. So, I guess I finished the hand. Looks like it. I'll be saving, and I could copy and flip this. I'll just not do it for now and start doing the leg instead. So yeah, this was the old polygon. I'll just delete it. I don't need it. Or no, I liked it. I'll just leave it there. That's another random sketch that I don't need, so I'm deleting it. Then, oh, leggy is here. One part. Oh yeah, and that's the foot. What is this? Oh, that's the old man color. Nice one. And yeah, I have to do the beautiful leg now. I'll make 2 tiny sausages so that they can be separated. At least that's the idea. We'll see. So, I also liked the idea of having this as a single piece. It's always a very sweet idea. Group, this is one, lower the opacity, and then paint over this. So first I'll make this big and slightly smaller, or like this, yeah, so that we have a pivot, or whatever, to make it rotate. This will be behind the body though. Bit big, maybe. Then I'll have to get it in the size in the middle of the leg. Okay, it's going to bend probably around this here. So I'll do this. Of course. Why wouldn't it let me get it where I needed it? There we go. Cool. Not cool. I have to get it better. How have you been doing, Trini? Oh my god. I have to just zoom super in to get it to work. Then I'll disable this for a moment. I'll get it to be in here. There we go. Save. Hello, Trini. Work, work, work. Okay. So you'll be a listener. As I said previously, you can ask spam questions whenever you need. I'll probably be showing you on stream if it's something that can be shown quickly. So don't hesitate to ask. Meanwhile, I'm doing this art stream. Yeah, I was about to do the other part of the leg. Okay. So now I'll get these. I'll lower the transparency on this one. I'll create a new layer. I'll make another round corner like this. There. And then I'll get a small one, so for the foot. always round. Then I'll unify the pieces. There. Save. And I have this one done as well. Yeah. Then I'll make the tiny foot. I'll have to lower the opacity. Questions? I wouldn't know what to ask, lol. Just amazed at what it can do. Yeah, there's lots. Hey, okay, did you fix all the streaming issues? I think she didn't make it yet. Okay, so I have my round ball, and then I have my round feet. Foot, not feet, feet, it's plural. Okay. Foot. Saving. And I guess I completed this as well. Yes. So next I'll have to, I can get rid of the sketch. Cancel them. And I'll move this after everything. Here I have another foot. I'll delete this. I have these old sketches. I'll delete this as well. What is this? More sketches. This is just a line. Or not. It wasn't maybe just a line. I probably had something on it. I'll move it up. Oh, yeah. That's the glorious sketch. I'll leave that there for now. Well, I was unsuccessful yesterday, but today I got a handful of advices and tips for Erica and Oatmeal. Yeah, I like the videos that Oatmeal posted. Can't wait to try it later. If I succeed, I might stream a quick digipaint session. That would be cool. Thanks for it, by the way. Did you manage also to find the stream key, or... Well, we'll see later. What was I about to do? This doesn't look very straight. I want it to be even more straight. That's the problem. I like it better now, but I have to fix the hand now. I am afraid that I did something. Yeah, I did it. The plastic smell is... I don't feel it anymore, so I guess it went away. Which is great. It means it was that lump, and then I can't use it anymore. Yes, I did find the stream key. I'm always stuck at the start stream button, and I couldn't manage to get it to stream on Twitch. But I'll be happy for someone helping me. Yeah, I'll show you where to get your... oh no, you found it. Well, if you want later, I can help you, as I already said. Your guy's gonna get shut out suddenly. There's sketches of you. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Oh, little sketches. I guess I can do sketches of the people though, because I don't know their faces. Oh yeah, I was about to finish this. Also, I remove the pens. Or no, I'll leave them for now. Decency, yeah. But I can create groups for this, for this, for this, and start copying the skin color, etc. So here I'll create a copy of this duplicate layer. In case you're wondering why am I doing all of this, transform, I'll let you see. Okay, so this covers everything. I'll delete this, I'll delete this, and I'll create this and this. And then I'll select this and make a clipping mask, and then duplicate and place it. Whoa, what is that? And place it also in the other layers, and then I'll let you see by changing the skin color of this dude. I'll make more duplicates. The mask, great. And then you see. Since I have a mic, I can talk, but for now you can't see me. I'm still going to buy a webcam. Is that a webcam you're using? I'm using the computer webcam. I never bought a separate webcam for it. I was considering buying one, but I just don't know which webcam would be best, and this was like decent enough. So I've placed my computer on a high up place to enclose everything, and at a certain distance from me. Here it is. So yeah, and now I'm going to color this. This part here should be above this one. Oh. And I save. Logitech HD Pro webcam C920. This is the perfect webcam. A bang for a buck too, yeah? Where did you get your info? I trust you. I just, do you have any videos of it? How did you get that information? Is this where the cool dudes are using cute? I'm just overusing the word cute. Then here, okay, I'll just color this part. Stop it. Make this slightly smaller and then color the inside. and save. I did some research since I'm quite excited to engage myself on streaming and recording. I'm so glad you're going to do this. It's like you're overcoming your shyness. That makes me really, really happy. Oh. Yes, little steps, baby steps, dwarf steps, you name it, yeah. Chibi steps. And save. First fine question, where do we use vents? You use them at runtime. You use them, for example, to mark a step during an animation or when someone yells something, so that you know when to fire something. Like, for example, you have a hit or a shoot event, so when a bullet is supposed to come out of a bone, you can tell the runtime to generate it at that moment. Oh, what a nickname. Hey, I've got a question. Say your video with that portrait. I'm doing some characters right now and wanted to know if the bones are a solid option for the 3D illusion, or are there any different and maybe quicker options? So you're talking about a portrait. I guess you're talking about the portrait of the elderly lady. I'll show you. So your question is if using bones is a solid option, and it definitely is, because that's how spine works. I have this to open instead. So let me open that and then move the window here. Here it is. So I'm sure you're talking about this girl here. And she was able to move like this. Close the weights. And your question is if it's wise to use the bones. So you have two alternatives to get that 3D illusion, right? One is, first you have to build the mesh, and that you can't escape it if you want to get this effect here. So this is my mesh. Here are the weights. Now a lot of stuff is getting opened. I'll probably close the tree for now. And I also want you to see the bones that I have. So right now I have one bone to control the tilting of the head. Then let me close the weights view so you don't get too confused. One bone to control the tilting of the head, as said. So she does this, right? Then we have, oh no, I didn't want to save, cancel. Then we have the bones that control the eyebrows. I know what I'm doing. Then we have a bone here, which is the one that controls the whole illusion. So it does this. And an alternative to do this is to manually move the points during an animation using direct deformation. Now, I wouldn't recommend using direct deformations, not even to my worst enemy, because, well, I had to just suffer once to get this right. And I know that however I move this, and if I move this here and pose it like this, and then I move this again. Yeah, that's how I wanted to move it. Totally. Translate. And then I move it. It still keeps the 3D illusion. Now imagine having to do the same, but without the bones, but with direct deformations, which is the alternative to not using bones. And that's crazy because you have to, let me select, did I disable image selection? No, I was with the pose tool, that was the problem. So I select this, and what I have to do is move these points one by one, or I could use the mesh tools here. There's another view called mesh tools. Let me get some more space here. And I could use soft selection and then select one bone, but one bone, one vertex, which would also select more vertices around. And this could go for some quick editing, but still, if you're going to do this for a video game, it's just not good, very good performance-wise. What I'd recommend is using this approach where you move the bones instead of ever touching the mesh, and the time where you touch the mesh is just in setup mode without actually moving it to avoid massive breakage. Is she looking at us? She's not convinced. Like I love her expressions somehow. Another example, so maybe your character is like this, or maybe where are the dudes? I have so many things. Let's see, here it is. And so basically it's better to make it with the inverse movement and just play with the weights, yes. Here's a different example where you have various images and you can select an image and even just turn it into a mesh. Oh, this one was an action. But this has just 4 points, right? And it's moved with the, now here we have a lot of bones. But basically the ones that matter are this that controls the face and the inverse one that it's somewhere. But I can't see it at the moment. Oh, I'm moving the nose. So instead of having to move all the bones, you can just jump. Instead of having to move all the images one by one, the quickest is definitely to get this mesh right once, so that then all the other bones will follow. It just saves you so much time during an animation and it's easier to fix things. You definitely want that. Okay, so this was the one control, this is the inverse control. This controls the things that go in the back. This controls everything. And then you have the various features that control the parts like the eyes, etc. And in my experience, this is the best approach that you can have on a rig, as it makes it very manageable. If you want to change something, you can do it. If you want to have a new skin, you can do it as well, and it's like you have to suffer a little bit to do the rig if you have tons of stuff that you have to add, but remember, this was done for various skins. Like we have, oh yeah, the boy to show it, and you can do it also for skins that have different parts and it will work as well. Also, I want to make it dance because that hips movement, I like it, and they all can dance. So if you're looking into skins, then this is a good answer, as you can have different gear that they have on, and they can have their specific animations like the skirt or the backpack, and still share. Everything is controlled by one bone, that if I were to move this up like this, man, what a face, she would have this as well. So you definitely want to use bones, and I hope that answered it. I'll close for now and go back to this. Just saving all reflex. Skins are super awesome, yeah. Also remember that you can download the assets that I made for like the Twitch dudes and the painting down here in the stream. There's a follow along section, and you just click that link to download the whole projects that we have here. Oh, what was I doing now? I forgot. Ah yeah, I did the 2 parts. What was I about to do? Skin shadow. I wanted to change the color of the skin, so I'm going to do it. Like, I could have also multiple choices already prepared in the file. I could have this, then I double click on this. Where is it? Did it open? Okay. And then I have a third one for the skin shade, like this. Okay, so I have these 3. But then I'll make a copy of this on top, a copy of this as well, and a copy of these 2, so that we can make a darker skin tone version. Let's see. Could be like this, or it could be even darker, like this. I don't know. Then of course these shadows are going to be wrong, but we'll fix them. And then by saving, all the objects get updated in the new color, so it becomes like this. It's not looking that bad. Maybe the shadow are too dark slightly, so I'll go from here to here. So, and you can adjust, and all these pieces are going to be exported as separate entities. I like this fact. Good day to you, Firadet. Gotta check them for sure. Looks like blush shades, yes, or contour. I'll have to fine tune this. What color is this? I want to try fine tune it a little bit with colors, maybe. How about this? Wow, I made it crash. That's terrible. Yeah, send crash report, please. I have to reopen Photoshop. Give me a second. Firadet. There we go. We'll reopen all projects. Okay, in here it's already dark skinned. What about these? Oh, and here not. So I guess this one is more advanced. So if I'm going to double click on, oh, you're not seeing it. Sorry. There. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, everything is restored. So I was about to open the skin colors and the shadow colors here. And yeah, think that's the old one. I'm going to close it. And regarding these, I still have the shade 2. Oh yeah. So I wanted to adjust this skin color. And then pick something else. Ah, now I remember. I was choosing a different color here for the basic skin color. That's too orange. That's a nice color. So here I select this, then I pick this color here. So dark. Ah, that's what I was doing wrong, so save. Then here I pick darker color, too dark. Or we could have it not like this, but like this. Wow, so bright. So basically we could have various skin colors. What if I had these more like this? I'm experimenting. And that's to say that you can have multiple options. And I'm sticking to this anime color, but it's possible to have various ones. Oh, it's so white in comparison. And I'm saving. Yeah. Now, when streaming, can you adjust the frame on which you wish to show, like a part of the screen, or does it show like all of your desktop? No, you can choose the window, you can choose to show your whole desktop. I guess you can choose like just a portion, but don't know, I haven't tried that. So I'll close here. What was this? Oh, ears. I'll delete this ones. Now back to it. It's outfit times probably. I also have to rename all these layers because it's not good to have them all called group. Is it the hand? What is this? No, it's correct. So the hand is fine. I'll copy the merge tag. I'll get this into the front So I can write with this. And now what is this? That's the hand down. So I call this merge arm down. Oh, this is the body. Body. This arm up. This is a foot. Leg up. And leg down. Save. This is sketches, lots of sketches, which I'm going to bring more up. It really depends. If you have a 2 monitor setup, you can stream from the main and have files, etc. on the second one, and people won't see it. Yeah, people keep seeing my files anyway because I keep mistakenly open the folders, and then on the side you can see my most used folders usually. Oh, so many cute dresses. I'm going to do these cute dresses soon. That is not cute. This two. I'm going to delete these 2 sinful dresses. Select, cancel. What is this? Oh, that's just a basic dress. So I'll call this ignore so that it won't be exported even if I forget it. Sketches, dresses. Okay. I also have that polygon that I'm going to place in here because I don't need it. Leg down, what was that? Oh, that's a useless one. So deselect and I'll delete the layer. Leg upper, another useless layer at this point. I'm happy it's useless. Then, oh yeah, that's sketches. These, oh, it's another cool sketch. I'm going to place it away. I'm going to create a group. Call these merge. How it's called? This neck. I don't remember the name for this part. Neck something. Color. Also activate it so that you can see and maybe suggest a name. And save. Head base, yeah, everything is in place. Also, when we have something like, for example, where is it? Head base, and the head base where it's old, but they're both heads, I can group this and call this slot head so that I have the various heads inside it. Then surprise chibi, yeah. Closed, worried. X, tired, perfect. Oh, that's an ignore. Other eye, so that I can see it here, but when I export, I won't see it. Through the head. Right, and that's it. Light skin Xeno. Are you also the programmer? No, I'm not. But I answer to a lot of editor questions if you have any. Okay, this is going to be a slot nose as well. So I'm going to group them, call it slot. No, actually, it's not correct because these are various options. They should go in different skins instead. Oh, whatever. For now, I'll leave it in the slot nose. glasses. Looks so smart. Then witch hat. I should have some colors for the accessories as well. I forgot what this is. Oh, it's a tiny point and this. Okay, so I'll cancel this, then this. Oh, that's the sketch of the old man, but I don't need it anymore. What is drop? Oh, that's the drop. Now I remember. Oh, this is a skeleton face. I'm going to delete it for now, in case I'll do it again. More sketches. Oh, that's close to the sketch. Funny. Yeah, I also kept the same proportions overall. It looks more like the sketch. Then, oh yeah, this is ears, and this is it. So the file is back to being more organized. I'm going to eventually separate the various pieces into skins, separate skins. That's probably easier to have them in the same slot for now, and then move them in different skins later. It's the same after all. Like for example, these eyes should be in a slot for the eye. These alternative eyes that I have. Yeah, there's the bone eye, and it should have these ones inside as well. Well, there's also these that shouldn't be in the eye bone, but it should be like here. Ah, now I remember why I placed it in there. So somewhere I have a sketch active that I need to deactivate. Okay. So I also had the violet haze. And I save. Someone just sneezed. Bless you. It's not even inside the house. Now, that's that. Looks like some weird sexy cosplaying. Can make it a female very quickly. Weird, very weird. And I save. Now, just to ensure that everything is right, I could copy these, then foot, leg on our map. Then duplicate these layers, group them, transform, and then flip horizontally, and the hard part will be to line them up correctly. Okay, this looks fine, and then I'll move them down, and I'll call these ignore body parts. There, and save. Oh, it's starting to have legs. It's very naked, but I see the light on the tunnel. How it's called, yeah. Starting to see it at least. Okay, so if we were to make some kind of skin for this, I'd have to make this invisible. I also need to place the hair back, really in the back, at least behind the body. But it's probably better to place it behind everything, so that the hair can be also very long if we want. And okay, let's see. Now we just have to choose so the mad scientist, or we'll see later. Skeleton, that's another thing that I want to do later. Evil entity. I wanted to do the evil and angel things, decorations as well. So I could try the archer. So I should have the sketches somewhere for the archer. Get this up. Okay, it's probably in here. Let's see. What was this? Oh, that's the scary dude. Muscular dude. Vampire? I still want to do the vampire at some point. Oh, that's swatches for the skin. That's the ones that I ended up using. This is very similar to it. Skeleton, warrior, and an empty layer. Yeah, it's an empty layer. So I'll delete it. I'll go to the dress sketch. Maybe I have it in there. Why did I click on that again? Oh, okay, so I don't need those. Let's see proportions. That one dress. That's my archer. Also have, yeah, the witch. Let's try to do the archer then. Okay, we'll have to do the skin so that it won't cause us too many problems in the rigging process, but it still will look reasonably cool. So cute. So I'll get this slightly out of the way and get this closer, and I'll try to sketch parts for now like this in a random group. Why did I group the witch head? Okay, and I'll lower the opacity on this, and okay, here we are. So first I'll sketch the basic shapes to cover these parts. Now do the rest. So I could probably get away with the legs by just recoloring the legs physically, which would be cool. I'll get this mantle. I wonder where's Fabiano and Minnie at Chamfrey. And probably two of them are still asleep. They usually join at around 5. Sometimes for shop gets madness mode. Okay. So I'll need massive smoothing on this. Maybe they're on vacation. Feels a bit lonely there. I could have multiple colors. Nothing is holding me back. So I'm doing one of the hated things. And if you're going to do something, some assets ready for animation, remember to always paint a little bit of the parts that are covered by other clothes, but they may be seen if the character moves. Even though you probably won't see them, just a tiny bit. Okay, then let's see. Oh no, where did I place it? Okay, then. Great. Get this back up. I'm liking this art a lot. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm always worried that my art is not good enough. Although I guess that's something most artists worry about. So, Archer needs a pin or something in here. It could be like some sort of diamond that it has in the center. And then it has maybe something like this. We're getting into cute realm. So I just wanted to think a bit more about how this should look before doing it, so that I can get some details right if I want. So I definitely wanted this to look like this and have this robe on. It has to look the same also on the other side, and maybe have this part in a certain color, then this lower part in a different color. Then here it should have gloves on. Then here a t-shirt. Okay, more gloves. Then here it should have pants, high pants with a big button. Probably doesn't need that though. Okay, so it can be like this. Then we could also have the potions or stuff. Nah, apparently not much room for that. But some kind of belt would be nice. Maybe a belt. So high waist, this, and then here like this. Right here it has this tiny detail on it. Something like this. And then here it has the hood or something. And then it needs to have this to keep the arrows. I don't know the names, I'm sorry. So I keep calling them these, that. Then we'll have this in front, but if it's like that, it's going to pass through like that. So, I'll do it like this. So here I have this, and it doesn't cover my pin that I have here. Yeah, it's just going to complicate the design for no reason. I like that. Then, meaning that I like complicating the design often for no reason, of course. This needs to probably be shorter. So if it's keeping it in the hands, how would they use it? If I imagine this in an RPG, it could either be holding it or just having it away. So if it's away, it's probably like this. But if it's holding it, then I should be able to hold it like this. But then the weird thing is that it can't be in the front. No, it needs to put it away for walking, definitely. And you could use it like this, and then shoot the arrow when it's on the side, or like this in the front. More like this because it's looking slightly down. So I would need to sketch a frontal version of this with a frontal arrow, and also a hand holding this, and a hand that is picking the, yeah, that's, or whatever. You probably don't understand the sketch, but I do. It's going to be complicated, and it needs to be on the sides as well, which is going to look better. Also, I didn't place any gear, anything on the head. I could add a Robin Hood hat, very cliche, but why not, with a feather. It screams I'm an archer. Or instead of that, keep it on the elfic side. Have here the hoodie, or have it on. It's going to be a gigantic hoodie, something like that. Yeah, it needs to be this big if I want to add it. Because of the hair, which could be vaporous. Well, yeah, it needs to be at least like this. What else? Or no, I guess that's it. I guess that's enough. So now that I have this sketch, I can start doing the various parts. This detail is so small that I'm not sure it will be noticed from far away. So considering how big this could be, like it could be this tiny or even less, and that's why it's cool that you can customize the accent colors to have more contrast. But if it's big, this is nicer. I have to think about that. So I'll lower the opacity on this now and resume what I was doing. Here I had one, here I had the other one. And I'll add the details on that. I actually liked having this slightly larger, like in the sketch. So I guess I'll just redraw it. No, it's invisible. I was in the wrong layer. Okay. So I said I'm giving slightly more room on that. Can move this down. And use this to have a perfectly straight line. And I can also do this to fill it up quickly. And deselect. Okay. Then I like to have that puncture-like design. So probably it will probably be easy if I do it like this. For the back of the poncho, I could do it this way. I can also just do half of it and then duplicate and get rid of the excess. And that's what I'll do. Can see well. So I'll lower the opacity of this and of this. This was right. This too. Okay, so then I select these and delete it and select these and delete it too. Then I have to raise the opacity to the full, or don't tell me. Okay, and then merge the two layers. Perfect. Call this back hoodie. No, that's, what's the back? The back, I forgot the name of this mantle. Call this mantle and save. I'll get this here, and it needs to be in the back, but in front of the hair. Saving. Oh, so confused. I'm drinking a little bit of orange juice. Okay. So I should actually, if I wanted to do things the correct way, I should start dividing things in skins and have the basic skin and then separate the archer skin from the rest of the body parts. But the truth is, I haven't made enough mouths here, etc. yet. I also want to do the closed eye. I never made it. I will. There's so much to do on this file. So, there's slightly, it's starting to get dark in here, you probably can see it. And it's getting hard on the eyes at moments. But anyway. So I was about to do the hoodie. I had to get the details down. What I could do is establish the colors for this. Yeah, I'll get some order on these ones so that they make more sense. I could also get like some sort of UI for that. So first I can select them all, then I can get them at the same distance, get them aligned. Oh, nicer down. I should also get this to do the same. Yeah, they're not exactly the same. Yeah, it's going to wreck them anyway. Or did I not select the lights? Whatever. Could also simply make them smaller, because it doesn't really matter how big they are. Then again, so I said, I'm going to make a copy of this, and I'm going to call it accessories color, or like yeah, I'm going to make it this way so that if you're making an archer, it's going to be like, if you select green colors, it's going to be all green colors. Then if you make mage, warrior, etc., it's all going to be like with green accents. Yeah, it could work. So that then one can just replace the colors of this in spine, instead of having the individual colors set. So if you're going to have a team or everything else, it's going to have a set of color, yeah. Because at first I wanted to make them all like red, blue, green. I changed my mind. So this is going to be clothes. Oh, I'm not renaming this. Clothes 1. And for clothes 1, we're getting it into this color. Can be whatever color, because it's something that we can change later with a click. Which is the cool thing about having smart objects. I convert it into a smart object. So I'm going to keep things that are regarding the features on this line. I'm going to move this down. Then here, clothes. Hi, Goober! Then, yeah, I'm going to remove these sketches for now so that you can see the art. Slightly undressed, but we like it that way. Oh, now it's more naked. And I was deciding the colors. So I said I'm not deciding the colors, I'm cheating on that. Goober. And I have to rename this to clothes 2. So I'll have like a color for the accents, another color for something else, and if I need it, I'll add a third color, and so on and so forth. So for example, in this case, I could have something more on the grayish side, something like this, or not that, like this, for example. Create a clip, no, not a clipping mask. I'll convert it to a smart object. Grrr. Ah no, Goober. Looks cool, thanks! starting to come together. Finally, we needed that. Also, I could add a shadow layer underneath. Could also have one cool light behind it. Yeah, let's do the useless things first. So here, I'll call this a shadow. Whoa! Stupid me. And, oh yeah, I'm going to make the shadow consistent with everything else. So I made a copy of that. I'm going to do it like this. Press OK. Then I'm going to use the gradient tool. Yeah, this is fine. Have to take the shadows out though. Here. And create the clipping mask on this. Then I'm going to create this. Yeah, no. Transparency. And then transform. Yeah, no smoothing. You worked on this the whole week, or did you just start it today? No, it's a longer thing. I didn't start it today. It's more like the whole week, yeah. So that's the shadow. I'm going to change this to multiply. Look cool. Doesn't look very aligned though, so I'll test this out. Transform. Yeah, it wasn't aligned. Align it, please. It's less aligned than before. I have to zoom in. And there we go. Can also lower the opacity because it was too strong. Something like this, yeah. Now hide everything again. Where is the rest of the pink squad? Good question. Neither. Now, oh yeah, I wanted to add the useless light behind it. And this is my light that is consistent with everything else. So I'll just have this here very big like this. And I'll get it behind everything. And then I'll create here this layer. Here I'll create a clipping mask. And I'll do this. And then lower the opacity. Or was it color dodge? Or screen? Well, I forgot. Anyway, I can just lower the opacity like that. Transform. And save. Oh, I got it wrong. I wanted a 50. Zilka TV, hi! I heard you've been streaming and that it's going to be a long stream. Yeah. Oh. Ah, muted me, okay. Makes sense. I was going to take this and this. And just have them aligned. Okay. And then transform them so that they have the same size as this. Just thought I'd drop in and check what you're up to while I stream. Can you stream while watching a stream? Curious. Apparently you can. Didn't know. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. How's it going? I'll check after I finish this stream. I'll jump in. Amazing. So, are they aligned? Yes. Looks like it. Not too much. Just like this and this, and then make 2 copies. No. Great. What do you stream about? Oh, he's creating some very nice art assets, and he's also animating them in Spine for a video game, which looks like an adventure game. This is clothes. Okay. Cool. Sounds cool, yeah. Another Spine peep coming next time. Yeah, I'll be jumping on his stream later after I finish here, because I'm curious as well. Oops. Are you in the Discord as well? I think he's not. Okay, so as said, I want to use these colors to create the details, etc. And let's see, so I'll have these and these. I'll already make copies of them, as well as the shadow, or whatever. And oh, did I move them out? I guess I didn't. Checking it. No, I didn't. So I'll take them out of here. Where's the shadow? Oh, here. Okay, and I select the 3 of them and I move them down to no, okay, for now I'll leave them there. Yeah, that's where I wanted them. Luca TV, sorry Kay, I was on my stream for a mole. Yeah, I'm making a creepy point and clip game using Spine. Transform, enlarge this, and then I'll click OK and get it in here. and now it has the red color. Now select this, I get it in here, create a clipping mask, transform so that it gets over this part, then get this at 100%, save. Now I'm not sure about the color combination, honestly. Let's see. There's also the shadow color somewhere. And I'll probably start sketching something because I don't want to finish this up yet. Or rather, I wanted to have like some details of this color on here. I also have a third like accent color, golden color. I'm going to do that now. Maybe have also fourth color. So this is going to be like this. Well, this is going to be like this. Where's my color picker? So if I select this, I wanted to have this color. Maybe something more accent like this. Yeah. And save. I'll have to reorder the color of this. And I said this is cloud string. So then I'll create smart object, another smart object. There it is. And save again. Yeah, this can work. So I can use this color for the inside of this tool. I'll be right back. So give me a moment. Amazing. What is amazing? Ah, okay. You just read the answer by Zilka, I guess. I'll be right back, as said. And here I am. So I'm going to align them again and again, 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 again. There. Transform. Make it tiny. Hi, puppy! Did make you more cakes? Maybe not. I'm going to turn on snapping. Here, snap. There, they have the same size. We'll move them to the side. And okay, clothes 3, clothes accent is the one that I want to move. There. No cakes for a little while. My wife complains I'm going to make her fat. That's a usual complaint. Send me the cakes. Oh, you can do it. Okay. Clothes accent. Ooh. Good, just on another line. Yeah, where did the other line go? Just do it like this. Sorry. So I made pies instead. That's the right answer. I want cakes and pies. Oh, I finished it. So for you that just tuned in, I basically almost, oh, what was that? Ah, that's a copy of the shadow. Move it here. Almost finished doing the, we can say that I finished doing the basic structure of the body. Yeah, that's a big mug. What a mug. And now that I have that, I was about to do the archer skin and create all the clothes. And in order to create those clothes, I was creating the colors that are going to be customizable by users so that everybody can have the color that they prefer. And also have all the accessories across all skins match these colors so that it will be quick to change if someone wants to do tweaks and have it integrate in their game. That's the idea, at least. Oh yeah. Regarding my mug, I love this mug. I have another mug that I love, but I didn't bring it in here yet. And I'll be going on with that. I'll show you the sketch also. So sketchy sketch. Sketchy sketch. It was probably here. Yeah, that's a sketch. So I'll get the opacity slightly up. And that's it. Oh no, that's the old sketch. the old sketch? Where is the new sketch? It's here. So I probably will do a hoodie to hide the face a little bit. Also have a lower part in here. I don't know. Then it will have the arch. No, it's not curled arch. Yes, maybe yes. The arrows in the back, little pants, long boots, etc, etc. And I was sketching the various parts to have the skin. And it's going to still be a lot of work, of course, but we'll eventually get to the end of this. And as always, if you have spam questions or any questions regarding skeletal animation, ask and I'll interrupt what I'm doing to show you, because that's the main purpose of the Twitch streams. Although I have to make the assets, unfortunately, and to have something very interesting to show, I need to have the time to do it. Assets are a lot of work, yes. Especially if you want to get to something decent and not just the quick things that I usually do. You have to get either a compromise on that. Yeah, you have to either compromise or spend the time needed to do the things well. So create a clipping mask, change this to multiply, so I have a darker version of this, then I press Alt, and then I can, for example, add the shadows to this piece here. So it could be like this, have something with less hardness, or maybe like this. And then I use a brush, a soft brush, to erase a little bit of what I just did. I'm doing the exact opposite. And there we go. So do you have anything new done or that you're working on? Please do talk about your projects if you want. I'm going to do it in a different way. So first I have the basic colors, and then I color grade it. Color grade it? No. And then I add some gradient to it to soften the shadows. Like this. I am considering if I like it or not. I have a side project I'm working on, personal I guess, a hero asset. Oh, you too? That's great! And is it going to be a full person that it's going to walk around, or just something that floats, or that sort of style? I'm not convinced anymore about this. before I lose my sanity, how should I do this? I have to go again. Oh, it was nice. Thanks. What's this Discord? Ah, there's a link for Discord down in the description. Or I'm sure someone can pass it to you. Oh, sorry. Ah, there's lots of server platform game type. I hope I can execute it well. I'm still working on the hero. I have to go again. Oh, okay. Now I catch you all on the Discord. Bye, Goober. She's a cat-spaced lady with a gun that goes pew 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 on the enemies. Oh, I see. And yeah, we have this unofficial Discord that you are free to join, where we talk about Spine and sometimes exchange photographs of pets. And art in general. The gun goes how? It goes pew pew pew. That's how guns go, don't they? Create a clipper mask. Wait. I have to transform this, and since I liked where that ended, no, I transform this transform so that it covers this part. Then I save, link again. And save again. Exactly. Space guns cliche. They do. Okay, now I really have to go. Oh, bye, Hoover. So. I'm quite curious, how do you know about Spine? Who is this question directed to? If it's for me, write it down, otherwise tag somewhere. Oh, I can color grade the witch hat finally, which is great. Ah, for me, how did I get to know Spine? That's a funny question. Because I like this color. I got to know Spine because like many years ago, at this point it's many, wow. So I was in university doing a project about video games with some classmates, and then one of them says, you know, you should totally use Spine. And I looked at it and I didn't like how smooth the animations were. It felt too smooth. Although I liked the meshes feature, I felt like it lost some of the magic of the 2D animation. So at first I was like, nah, I'm never going to use Spine. This program, I don't like it at all. But then this person started insisting, like a month passed, and then they went again, you know, you should totally use Spine again. And I was like, no, I don't like Spine, I don't like it. And then they went, yeah, but have a look at this feature, it would be perfect for what you do, why don't you use it? And I'm like, I'm never going to use this. And I was like very stubborn about it. But then I started working at a place that was doing video games, and it would have improved so much spine our workflow, but the owner didn't want to buy spine and said, we're not going to um, get it in our workflow, I don't care. So at that time I was half convinced that we could have used spine, but I didn't do it. And then again, at another gig that I ended up, they asked me specifically if I could have worked in spine, and I got the license that way. And I started using it. And the first thing I used was like at first I watched the whole videos to understand how it worked, but the first character that they gave me was a character that had like a hoodie like this, a mantle on, and another one had this long I don't know the names, but it's basically like the rigger hell video that I did a while back. And so it sucked. I didn't know the techniques, and I learned on my skin with the blood why you shouldn't do some things and why you should optimize in some other ways. And now that I know them, I'm happy to share them with you so that you don't have to suffer. I recommend that video on the difficult things about rigging. And then I fell in love after using it with spine, and I was such a fangirl, and that person who recommended it and insisted so much on me using spine ended up saying, see, I told you. And I was like, and you were right. And this is the kind of person that whatever they suggest, I usually say, no, I don't like this, I'm not going to do it. And then the person insists, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. And they insist again, until they usually end up being right. I'm just like, I'm like that on these kind of things. Also, hi Minnie. Minnie just in time for the story time. And then there's Doggy School. So yeah, you arrived right at the story time, romantic story time of how I was deeply against spine until I fell in love with it. But I am loyal. Once, like first I'm against it, and then if I like it, I really like something. But I'm usually like that. No, not true. Some things I love them from the start. But with spine and with many other things, it was like that. Let's see, well, what's Soren here or in the Discord? He knows spine as well. Soren? Soren Nilsson, he's the one of the two founders. One is Nate and the other one is Soren. So he's not on the Discord. We communicate through other means internal to the esoteric software organization. Of course he knows spine well. Yeah. A beautiful story. Yeah, a story of hate. I'm not a great storyteller in reality. But that's the true story. I, at first, really was against using spine. But I prefer being wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. Joking. Your story? Yeah, how did you get to know spine? I'm curious about your stories. I was recommended it and it kept crossing my life. Oh. My My spine story is simple, says Mini. I'm making game, need a good animation tool. Spine was the best one found. LOL. Once upon a time, harp playing. That's fun. Yeah, probably my story is fun because you don't get that much hate and then that much love like this. Well, that escalated quickly. Definitely quickly. Ah, it's hard to see because I'm using the wrong color. Okay, that explains everything. Can't see anything because I'm using the wrong color again. Oh, now I can see it. It's too dark. Yeah, this color is too dark. I'm going to change it so that it's not as dark. Something a bit lighter. And save. Oh, now I can see it. Too much pink stuff. Actually, I guess it does go a little deeper. Our developer really liked the way Spine was coded or something. So he recommended it based on that. Well, typical programmers. Yeah. The person who recommended Spine to me was a programmer as well. I'm trying to decipher the emoticons that Kay is using. Also too much pink. Not enough. Never enough pink. I'm just going to delete these. Ah, I could make everything pink as here as well if you want. I can turn it to whatever color, so... Do you want it pink? Just say the word. Or barely enough pink. The word. Okay, that was good. That's the kind of jokes I like. I'll finish this and I'll turn it into Pink Paradise. And save. So instead of having these colors, we're going to have pink all the way. I can just duplicate this, duplicate, and pink. Look at that, definitely very pink. Save. More pinkish. And then this this needs to be more on the pink side as well. And save. I'll leave the black as it is. So you can see how fast you can color grade something. Yep. I'll finish doing the shadows in here. I'd add some decorations on this using the other colors so that they blend together nicely. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have this go over the little guy. Because I don't care. I might even do this. Select white, select the paint bucket, and paint bucket this. Oh yeah, I tried. And then I'll lock this. Now, where was I? Or no, I'll not block it. I'll move it slightly more down. And as said, I want to add this. Yeah, now it's a witchy. I could also change the hair color to match that. So I'm leaving options open. It could be also pink, or that's not the right color. Bubblegum pink. And that makes me think that I would need to, oh, this sort of pink. It's cute. I would need to add some shadow here for the hat. I found Spine while looking for 2D animation software to use in conjunction with Unity. That's puppy. I tried a bunch of packages, but came to Spine as it just does everything, like meshes and I key right. Meaning, whoa, I had no idea palette swapping was a feature in PS. No, it's not really a feature, it's a technique that I'm using. So I have smart objects and update those to change the colors. Otherwise, you would have to suffer to get the same thing done. I actually love this color. I want to have this pink more similar to that one. Cuter, yes. You might have to show that me later off stream. Yeah, sure. It's actually this easy. You have this, right? A normal rectangle. And you fill it, I'll show you like this. I'll duplicate this layer like that. So I have another basic rectangle that I'll use for something. Then we choose a color such as this orange. And we give it a name like color swatch. Then we convert it to a smart object like this. Okay? I press convert and now it's a smart object. It means that if I have a copy of this, I'm keeping these to keep the layers organized. And then I place this in various parts, such as I can have one here and one here. I'm not going to, it's just to get you how this works. For example, I can have it completely on the witch hat. So I'll create a clipping mask like that, transform so that it covers the whole art like that. And then I can select this orange thing and I can decide to recolor it to green. Then I save and it's updated so that this and this, weird, they have two different greens. Interesting. I'm in image mode. No, I'm in RGB. What is this? Yeah, this is RGB. Weird, very weird. I don't know if you can see, but it's like two different colors. Makes no sense. And so you can have two colors. It gets updated and you can change it. Cool Artist is a plugin? Yes, it is. I'm using it to pick quickly colors, and I like the wheel and it remembers what colors I chose. So it was some money well spent, I must say. I love it. I also love Lazy Nezumi, which is another plugin that it's like not just for Photoshop but for anything, which I recommend. There's not many extensions that I recommend, but this two, I really found them very useful. And I feel like recommending them. Okay, so I showed you that. I'll finish color grading. I finished coloring this. Let's read another story first. So, well, mine was by Kay. Before Spine, I was using Toon Boom for TV production. Then I resigned and applied for a game company. They introduced Spine to me. At first I was like, nah, or I can do it. Yeah, I know how you feel. And then I was obliged to use it for some project. I was so allergic to Spine because I can't seem to use it properly. I was frustrated and I feel like a monkey with symbols. Like my boss gave me a new two-wheel bike that pushed me off a steep cliff with no training wheels. Then I started watching on Spine demos and saw its potential, so I guess I understand it little by little. Reading forums and experimenting. The best part is I truly love Spine because I learned so much from the streams. The end. Close this book. Beautiful K. I love the harp music too. Yeah, the harp kept playing the whole time, of course. So, now that we know also that story, if you want to share your story, I'm interested. I feel like Kay's story is more similar to mine. Although when I actually started using it, I was like, I understood. Didn't have streams to learn from, unfortunately. Yeah, I wanted to do this. Copy and create clippy mask. There we go. I can't wait to tell more in my stream someday. Oh, I want to listen to them. I'll create a clippy mask. Great. You're going to stream too, okay? Yeah, Minnie! It was hard finding a tutorial before the stream experience began. Now there were the tutorials, but they were starting to get slightly, maybe outdated. But I think they are very solid basic for starting out with Spine. Okay. I was planning to, Leslie. Well, I wish you all the best. What is this? Okay. So, so strong. I'm getting some shadows in place. I'm going to erase this part. And I should have used full opacity. Jesus! And now I'll activate this smoothing massive and suddenly everything would be perfect. Look at that. I'm just going to redo it. There's an easy way to do it, and it's like this. I should have done this from the start. And then I'll use the gradient tool. No. You should link me your channel so I can follow you. Never mind, found it. Okay. Now link it too for me. Okay, but I'll you guys know once they get the stream running. I never knew streaming requires so much technical stuff. Yeah, it's true. I had to spend some time on that as well in the beginning. It's not that easy. Okay. Now I have these to do. I'll use this to do it. Okay. Don't your eyes hurt when working on a Cintiq? I'm afraid I might get migraines from it because of the light feed. You already said that today. No, it's because my light broke. So now I'm in the shadow. Usually I have many lights, at least 1 and 2. One is for the green screen, the other one is so I can see things and it's on me as well. But it's that one decided to almost explode, so I had to turn it off. Oh god, it seems obvious. I'm afraid to get migraines. Okay, I want to add some light to this. So I'm getting a light layer to add to it. I'm also going to check which mode I used. Screen, okay, so what screen? Screen it is. And then I'll go like this. And I'll add a little bit of light here. Not like that, maybe more in the middle. And I also want to add another screen layer over this. Then create a clipping mask. And then I'll add a little bit of light to it. Alright, so migraines are awful. You bet. Ooh. I'm lucky I don't get that much migraines, that many. Can you believe it? Sometimes I have to use sunglasses when working, even my screen brightness is super low. What? I feel so sinister in glasses. Hey. Do you have that much? No, it makes no sense. You have very sensible eyes. Do you have very good eyesight? Also for the witch hat. I want to add shadow here. Everything is bright. Can't imagine going to heaven. So bright there. So for now I want to see the effect of having this. Don't like it that much. This maybe could work. I started wearing my glasses again. In daylight my eyes squint. In darkness I still squint because I'm blind. Can't see well either. Ah. When there's much light, I have to constantly wear sunglasses because otherwise I'd be like that too. Have eyes sensible to the light. As well. Alright. It's not so pink. Funny how it switched from being a certain kind of thing to another. Like, this was Einstein a while back. It had mustache. This mustache, pink mustache. How ironic, because of my big eyes and can't function well. No, what have I done? Here. I think the witch hat can go slightly more down. Like more like this. Ah, but then you'd be able to see that part of the head. Oh, this feels better. Feels better. Why did I finish this? The witch hat. Witch hat shadow. So I know what this is. When it's tiny, it looks like that. Then I want to deactivate this. I was doing that. This. And I could have this to give some accent to this part. That's the right place, but it kind of disappeared. Okay, so I'll do this and this. And then this. Oh, I could also have it that way. No. So it could be like this, or different kind of texture on it. I'll see. This was an option, and this was an option too. Oops. There, save. And I guess I'm starting to feel tired. So I'll probably end this stream in a little bit. Because I've been going on for long and my eyesight is strained. Yeah, so I guess I'll finish this stream a bit earlier so I can also jump on someone else's stream, like Zilka's stream or Kay if she wishes. How does it sound? How does it sound? And I'll probably do more surprise streams during the week. So I don't know about tomorrow, but probably next week or this week, I don't know. Where since this is just an art stream, I'll go on without camera, but we'll be able to talk, and I'll just go on doing this. So if you're curious about the process, you'll be able to see it. Although I guess at this point you understood more or less what is happening and why. So yeah, I guess I'll finish early and jump on Zulka's stream as said. So probably see you there, you'll see it hosting, and I'll continue in there. So see you next week, or this week, depends if I'm going to do another surprise stream. And thanks for being with me until now. Bye!